Hello. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sharon, aka the Melanin Nostalgic Runner, and we are back for another time where we are reviewing the reunion looks. And this time around, we are reviewing the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16 reunion looks. And I am kind of ahead of when I normally do this. I usually like to put this out a week before the reunion because normally there's a break in between. And there is, again, this time around, because I believe the Housewives are not going to be on during the week of 4th of July or that weekend. So we're going to get, so basically the schedule is we're getting the season finale next Sunday. Well, in my case, Monday, because I watched the Peacock version of things. And then from there, then we'll have that week off, and then we'll have the reunion. Normally, I try to schedule with my review of the reunion looks prior to that. But I figure since I have the time to do it now, I'm going to do it now. And also, it's the summer. I don't really want to delay things. I have time to do it. I'd rather just get out the way. And then that way, if I'm doing something else, I'm doing something else. So there's that. But without further ado, let's get into the looks. So you might saw at the beginning of this video, it had, I was not able to find a group picture. So this is the nearest one that I found at this moment. I'm sure once reunion happens, we'll have the group pictures so I can then, just kind of edit my intro. But anyway, so, but if you see here, yellow and gold is the theme, and it is Grenada inspired. So it's given island vibes. So island goddess vibes. So I kind of like that. And that's kind of what they're bringing. So, and they also said that the look is also, and by they is Bravo. I'm actually reading the excerpt or kind of paraphrasing the excerpt from Bravo's channel. So shout out to bravo.com. And so basically it also says like, they also, some of them are also inspired by Hollywood and opted for more like a sleek and chic Oscar vibe. So we have a little bit of a combination of the two looks, and it actually works to me. I think it does. So I think once we see all of them together, the look is going to look great. Minus a handful, because child, some people, I don't know where they were going to. We're going to get into that. And really not some people, probably just one person. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the looks. Let's first start with, I'm trying to see what order I want to go in when it comes to this. I am thinking, let's start with Kelly. We'll go with Kelly first. So Kelly's look, and I'll read the excerpt of what is giving. So Kelly look is let me just read what it says about her. Basically it's Louis Vuitton shoes, customized by Urban Bling. Jewelry is by Alexia Bitter, and then hair is done by Monachelle Garrett, I believe. Monachelle Garrett. And then the makeup artist is Janelle Thompson, fashion stylist Mickey Freeman, and the dress is by Christina, I think Carlashina. And respectfully, I probably should say this ahead of time. Y'all already know enunciating is just kind of not my thing. So if you want to get more details of who curated the looks, you could go on bravotv.com, and that's where I'm getting everything from, bravotv. So shout out to bravotv. And what she basically said, how she feels about her look, that she is given ocean goddess energy. And she also noted that sun goddess wrapped in a glamorous garden of fashion. That's her quote. Now, do I agree with that look? Or do I agree with her statement? Respectfully, no, I do not. So how I rate this 1 to 10, you already know how we do 1 through 10. I'm going to give this I'm gonna give it a 7. I'm gonna give it a 7. I'm not a fan of all the ruffles. I feel like the ruffles is too much, and if anything, it's making her look shorter. Um, I think one of the things that she should maybe learn to do. I know this might be her first time around, her first reunion look, and it's a lot of the ladies' first. Um, and I don't know, maybe if that's the goal, she wants to like do that, but I guess to me it would make more sense to try to wear something that kind of hides how short you are, not make it where it's an obvious thing. To me, I think this makes her look shorter than she already is. We already know she's a petite woman, and I mean, let Phaedra tell it, she'll just remind us every single time she talks about her. And so I don't really love that. I love the shoes though. Those Louis Vuitton shoes, absolutely. The necklace, I like the necklace, but I don't love it with the earrings. Um, yeah, I think it's just a lot. I think there's just a lot of things all at once, and that's not what I'm a fan of. I'm not a fan of that. And I know that the necklace and the earrings are supposed to match, but maybe if she would have did something different with her hair, maybe had it up. I love the different hair color. I like that she went more of like a lighter hair color, but it's just a lot. That's, I guess, my reaction to her look is everything is just a lot. It's so it doesn't come together the way I would like it to come together. It's like, I don't know. It's like the dress couldn't make up its mind. A part of me wanted her dress to not have the. So I like the detail up top. I don't necessarily love the detail of the ruffles in the middle. It looks. It doesn't. It looks odd. It's kind of off-putting, and to me, and that's why I'm rating it 7. If it came together better, I would like it more. And she definitely took a risk. That's one thing that Kelly does do. She does do fashion risk, but you know what? I'll be honest. I don't even want to give it a 7. I'm going to give it a 6. I hate them doing that to her, but it's just a lot of. It's a lot. That's the way I can describe it. It's a lot. It matches her personality. That's very true, but it's just like maybe if her hair was shorter, I don't know what she could have done to make it better, because if you're going to wear accessories, I want to actually be able to see the accessories, and I can't see it because there's just too much going on. It's like it's a lot going on here. But I love her shoes. Her shoes are like my favorite thing about the outfit, are her shoes actually. And I like the accessories, but I guess maybe not necessarily for the look. Because the dress is already a lot. I feel like if you're going to do accessories, you need a dress that's going to be a little bit more simple than what this is giving. And also too, because she is like, kind of, she's a petite woman. I don't know why you would wear a dress that makes you look even shorter. That's just my thought. Anyway, let me know what your thought is, but she's not, I mean, I love that she took the risk, but honestly, the look just isn't for me. And side note, before I go into any more details about it, I probably should have said this at the very beginning of the video. All this is my opinion. I'm not here to bash anyone. I think all women are beautiful. I think all people are beautiful. It's not about that, but just personally, style-wise, I just would not rock. So sometimes there's going to be times where I just don't like how someone looks, and it's just my personal style. But anyway, moving on. Okay, so like next, let's go with Shamea. And Shamea, I love this look. First of all, it's giving body, and the bob is bobbing. This is probably the best that Shamea has looked this whole entire season, truthfully, minus the season premiere. And I love the yellow looks good on that skin. Oh my gosh, she looks amazing. But I would be remiss to not be honest and not state the obvious. She looks just like Candy in this. Like, if you were to kind of like not look far away, you would think this is Candy. And that's kind of been my issue, side note, with Shamea this whole entire season. it's either the fashions are not fashioning or she literally looks like Candy from another era of Housewives. Like, I just kind of wish she had her own individual style, but maybe her style is the same as Candy's. I don't know. But if I was to look at her, she looks like a taller, darker version of Candy initially. If I was to, like, just kind of eyeball real quick. But anyway, and there's no shade. I'm not trying to be rude, but I just had to state the obvious because this does remind me of something Candy would wear. Like, the whole entire style of this outfit reminds me, even her hair, everything is very candy coated. Um, but let's get into who dressed her and all that good stuff. So this dress is by Ryan Fernandez. The shoes, which we don't see here in the picture, I wish we could, is I guess it's Yusip Zanati, I'm gonna say. And again, you already know enunciating's just not my thing. I try. I'm trying my best. The bracelet, Cartier, earrings, Legame. I can't really see the earrings. Let me see. Let's see what the ear. Okay, I definitely see the Cartier. Yeah, the Cartier is definitely Cartier. Her earrings. I love her earrings because her earrings actually. I wish I could see more of the earrings, but the earrings match her dress perfectly, so I do like that a lot. And then let's make sure we get everyone's name. So, Angelo Glenn did her hair. Was the hairstylist, and then the makeup artist was Latasha Wright, and the fashion stylist was Chanel Welch. So basically, she says she wants to bring in the sunshine, wants to brighten the situation. That is what her thought on her looks. So, and you know what? It actually makes sense in that she kind of looks like Candy, because Candy had that kind of attitude. She was kind of like the level-headed one of the show, and it kind of is giving that a little bit. So I do like that. But overall, though, this dress, I actually love her makeup. Now that I have a closer look at her makeup, when you get closer, you're like, no, that makeup is makeuping. Her face is sickening. I love it. It's giving face in the best way possible. Yeah, I actually really, really, really love this look. The only thing that I would have tried, but I don't know if it would have worked or not. I don't know if I've ever seen Shamia with her hair up. I would have loved to see what it would look like with her hair up, not the short like hair that she normally does, which I think is actually her hair, like her actual hair. Everything's her hair, but you know what I mean, like their hair that she grew, like it's like not a wig or anything. But I would have loved to see what it would look like if she would have had her hair up, because that way we could actually see the earrings. And also too, I don't think I've ever seen her throughout all the years of the show. I don't ever remember seeing her hair up. I am just curious to know what that would have given. But other than that, I have no complaints on what she's wearing. Like, I love her nails. Her nails look amazing. She has her pose down. I really just wish we would. Even like the details of the bottom of the dress. That is a very pretty dress. I actually really like this dress a lot. So I'm going to give this look. It's an 8. This is an 8 because I think she ate. She left no crumbs. I think she did an amazing job. And that makeup, for me, that's actually my favorite of all the things. Her makeup is sickening. Her skin looks amazing. And yeah, I'm not mad at this look. So anyways, let me hear your thoughts on it in the comments next. Okay, so next let's speak about the MVP of the season, and who is basically, in my opinion, between her and Drew, the Chi-Town girls saved the Atlanta season. Let's just be so for real. They saved that season. So let's get into her look now. Angela, one thing about that body, it be bodying. It's giving body yada 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 yada. You're like just oh my gosh, yes. And let's talk about her look. So her dress is by Valdrin Sahiki. And again, I'm sorry. I normally don't do this whole thing, and now you're understanding why. Because enunciations, child, is a problem. Shoes, Stewart, Winterman, Jury by Swarovski, and then the fashion designer is Ty Coachman. Um, and then the makeup is painted by Jeremy, and then hairstyle, hair assassin. All right, well, that makes it very, very easy here. So basically, she added that she's giving, chic and sleek and chic Oscar vibe. She has so she wanted to keep it simple. She wanted to do simple with big hair, and and did. That's what she did. And how do I feel about this look? I don't mind it because it's safe. And for it to be her first reunion look, again, this is 3 for 3. This is for first reunion looks for people. I don't mind the simple, but I don't mind it. The only thing that I don't necessarily love is I don't love the shoes. The shoes, no offense, they kind of look cheap. I kind of wish she had closed toe heels. And that's just, that's the only thing about it. Other than that though, I love that dress. I love the dress. It is simple though. It definitely is giving that. I love her earrings a lot. I love the long hair, but she definitely is safe. So I'm gonna give this. Dare I do this? I'm gonna give it a 7. I think so far Shamia's look was a little bit better to me, just because it wasn't simple. I'm not a fan of simple looks. Side note. That's partially a preference thing for me. Because I don't know. I know for the first reunion, it's a good idea to go simple, but I don't necessarily love that she went simple. I do love that she's given body, though. I will say that. But and the thing is, simple does match her personal style. That is her thing. She just it matches her personality too. She doesn't do too much. It's very much. It makes sense. Her style, her look makes sense, but I think what's turning me off is just I don't love the shoes. And I also kind of wish she would have gave just one more accessory. I mean the necklace, not the necklace, but the bracelet to me. I guess part of it is the bracelet doesn't match the earrings, and I kind of would have hoped that the earrings and the neck and the bracelet would have matched. I don't know. I just wish there would have been something. It just seems like there's something missing, if that makes sense. The earrings are the only thing that's kind of like a little bit above the simplicity of this dress. So, and everything else coming together. Her makeup, of course, looks fine. Her hair looks fine. Yeah, that's kind of all I have for this look. I'm going to give it a 7. Okay, next, let's actually switch it up and go with Cynthia. I know Cynthia's a friend of, but based off of us knowing that Britt and Kenya are both not going to be at this reunion, I don't know if they're just going to have Cynthia just be sitting there the whole time. To me, it kind of seems like they almost have to do it that way, because I don't know what they're going to be talking about for this 3-part reunion. Because from what I've heard, it's going to be 3-part reunion, which I don't get how or why, but we'll see. So, but anyway, let's get into what she got going on. And so her dress is Givenchy. Her shoes are vintage, and her jewelry's vintage. Her hairstylist is done by Jason um, Tavares, and then her makeup is done by Donovan Lamar, and then her stylist is the Style Duel. And so basically, she commented and said that she wanted to give a little bit of old Hollywood glam. And so that's kind of what her look was inspired by. And she also she was glad they were wearing yellow because they need a little bit of brightness and light that they can get. So that's pretty much what she says, what inspired the look. I will say this. So she also went more the simple route, but I think she did it better than Angela. I love this dress. This dress to me is so cute. Now, do I like it for a reunion is the question. I don't know if I love it for a reunion, but I love the dress. But this is more of a personal style thing. It's a dress I would wear. I love her hair. Her hair is laid down, looks beautiful. Makeup looking amazing. Earrings, beautiful. And see here, I like that her earrings match her ring. And even the bracelet, I like her bracelet doesn't really match that, but on the other side she is gold and then she has another ring. So I do like the accessories. I think in this case, the reason why I like how Cynthia did it versus how Angela did it is she has more accessories. Because I feel like if you're going to go simple, you kind of need to have more accessories to make it pop. And that's just my opinion. I don't, because otherwise just looking like you're just kind of just wearing a dress. Like, accessories make the world go round. And if you're going to go with a simple look, you kind of need to have something to make it pop. And I like what she has wearing. I love this. I love the fabric, and I don't love the shoes. Again, not a fan of the shoes. I'm not a fan of the shoes. So I'm going to also give this one, I'm going to give it a 7.5. Only because I think she did slightly better than Angela, but it's still not enough for me to give it a higher rating just because I think her dress matched classic Hollywood and it matched Grenada theme too, because I feel like this is something you will wear at a beach. And so I think it works for that, but I don't like those shoes. I'm not a fan of, okay. So let me just be fully transparent. I'm not a fan of open toe shoes at a reunion. I feel like a reunion, you need to come more formal. And I feel like open toe shoes, that kind of cancels out the formalities of it all. So that's kind of the other reason why I'm not a fan of the open toe shoes. And also too, you know what? I'll be honest. I'm switching the score. I'm switching it. I'm changing it to an 8. It's an 8. It's not a 7.5. It's an 8. I do like this. I just don't love the shoes though. The shoes are not it for me. You know what? No, 7.5. My thought stands. It's my Libra moon that's indecisive right now. It's 7.5. 7.5. That's my final thoughts. The shoes, don't like it. That's kind of what's killing it for me. If she had nicer, if the shoes were different, I probably would actually rate it higher. It's really the shoes I don't really love. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to give Cynthia. So, next, let's talk about Drew and what she got going on. Yeah, let's go ahead and go into that. The way I think I exited out of what I was at. Hold on. Okay. I think what threw me off is I went out of order. So let's get into what Drew got on. So her dress is by JoJo. Her shoes are Versace. Her jewelry is Alexia Batar. And child, this does look like something that Angel breaks. fashion. It is giving Angel Briggs a little bit. And then the makeup artist is Shania Crave Finson. And then the hairstylist is Walter Weaveslayer Flemings. And then the fashion stylist is William Jean Charles. So she basically said that she's saying Grenada baby, and she basically wanted to take the traditional carnival elements, feathers, shimmer, and heat, and reimagine it in a high glam lens. And that she did. That she did. Honestly, if I'm to be fully honest, I think this is the best reunion look Drew has ever had. I like this a lot. Now, again, open toe shoes. Don't love it, but for whatever reason, for this look, it kind of works. I love the feathers. I love the feathers. I love the accessories. And for once, and maybe because she has her hair down, we don't see how ridiculously large those earrings are, because I know they are because they're Angel Briggs. If y'all are familiar with Angel Briggs, she was in Basketball Wives LA. Well, yeah, she originally was in Basketball Wives LA back when it was called Basketball Wives LA. And then I think she was on Basketball Wives 2 seasons ago or 3 seasons ago. I don't know how that show's still running, but it's still running. But anyway, the reason why I mentioned that is if you have seen her styling and what she wears, she be wearing these earrings that are larger than her head. And I can tell just even from the wig, even with her wig being down, that is what is going on here. But I kind of, in a weird way, I'm happy that she wore her hair down, that you can't see how ridiculous it is. Because if her hair was up, you will see how obnoxiously large those earrings are. But anyway, how I would view this look. And also, I just noticed her, she has pink in the middle. I like what she did with her nails, her fingernails. Those are cute. I am going to give this look an 8.5. Yeah, this is an 8.5 to me. To me, this is an 8.5. I almost want to go 9, but I think 8.5 makes the most sense for me. Just because, yeah, we're just going to go 8.5. 8.5. Yeah, we'll go with that. Next, let's get into Portia. And yes, this look, I'm not even a Portia fan. Y'all already know. Y'all know I'm not a Portia fan. But she ate this down. She ate it down. This, honestly, is my favorite look easily. Not even close. Not even a little bit close. It's easily my favorite look. She did that. I don't really know what's going on with her hair so much, but everything else, this dress is sickening. Yes, I love this look easily. Easily my favorite. So let's get into what she got, who she wearing. So, Ray Oraz is the dress. That's who did the dress. Giuseppe, Zornatsky. No, not. I don't know why I put ski there. Cernati. And then the House of Emmanuel. Joseph Carlos. And then the makeup artist. Joseph Carlos is a hairstylist. That's the only thing I don't really love. Is the hairstyle. I don't love it. Makeup is by Tommy. And then the fashion stylist is Jeremy Hayes. Or Hangs, I believe. But yeah, no. This dress, easily my favorite. The accessories Love the accessories, especially I love her nails. I love her rings. I love the bracelets. I love that she did not do too much when it came to like the earrings. I just don't love the hair, and I guess to me, I feel like she could have did more with the makeup. Because she doesn't quite look like her. But when it comes to everything, that dress is tea. I freaking love this dress. This dress, especially with her bodying, it looks amazing. And even her shoes, even though it's open toe, she easily did the best job with the open toe. Easily. And maybe it's also how she's posing. This looks amazing. She did that. So I'm going to rate this look a 9.5. I can't give it a 10 because I don't know what she did with the hair. And you know what I don't love about the hair is, I don't know, the way, and maybe it's just this picture, the way it looks like her wig is sliding back. That's the only thing I don't like. It looks like her wig is sliding back. But everything else ate it down. So 9.5. The hair is stopping me from giving it a 10. 9.5. From the best to the worst dress. And Phaedra girl, what do you have on? I do not. No, absolutely not. I don't love this look. And I like the shoes though. I do like the shoes, but that top, I don't know. I'm not a fan. And the hair, oh, no. This just wasn't it. I see what she was trying to go with this, but it didn't work. So I forgot to also read what Portia said. What Portia said her look was, I didn't want to read her whole thing because it's going to insult mine. No, I'm going to be fair. Let me be fair. So what Portia said about what her look was giving, before we go back into what Phaedra said about this not great look, is she was like, so this is what Portia said. I'm definitely going for Diana Ross, Beyonce-esque robot, a modern robot, bad bitch. And that's pretty much a look in a nutshell. And child, she didn't lie. No lies. And she said, I look and feel like a golden goddess. And again, she nailed it. We already said that. And now I understand what the wig was giving. She was trying to give Diana Ross with the wig. It just didn't land. Just because it just looked like her hair was sliding. It just looked like her wig was sliding. But not Portia, but back to Phaedra. She said that her reunion inspiration stems from the powerful spirit of Grenadian women, resilient, graceful, and deeply connected to the heritage. And she is wearing traditional woven into modern expression. That's kind of, so again, I get what she was trying to do. It just did not land. So her dress, it seems like her dress actually might be, maybe a local dress, a Grenadian local dress, which is the front hole. I believe it's the dress that who did the dress, and then Giuseppe had a lot of shoes in this reunion, and yeah, okay. So same person as we mentioned before, and then also the jury is Alexia Batar, and then also we're not even gonna try that. Sorry, I want to give the credit. It is oh no, I don't want to try to enunciate that. Or let me try it. Oh. Yeah, no. I'm gonna leave it alone. Again, like I said, I'm not the best at enunciating names or whatever, just because phonics was never my strong suit. Like, I'm a mathematical, analytical girly. My 9 to 5 is definitely more of that. So if you want to get the names, definitely go to bravotv.com to check out, who did what. Because I do want to give everyone who designed all this stuff their tens, but I also am trying not to butcher anyone's name. So that's where we're at here. But the hairstylist is Alonzo Arnold, and then makeup artist is Tommy. Fashion stylist is Sakani of the Ivory Showroom. So I think this is from the showroom that she actually maybe, helps work at or whatever, or, I'm assuming that's where it's coming from. And then the stylist assistant is not Fashion Con, Art Con. Yeah, so I want to give everyone their credit, but I guess the reason why I don't love this is because this look doesn't work for Phaedra. I feel like this maybe would work for another person, but just not Phaedra. I don't love this look at all. I don't know where to start. Like, it's definitely a risk, but the top, I'm not a fan. The hair, I don't get what Phaedra's thing is now with this blonde. She just loves this blonde, and it just, I don't know. It doesn't work. It looks, I don't know. It just doesn't work for me. And then it's just team too much. There's a lot going on up top, and I don't know. And then it just looks like she just put like a sheet at the bottom. So easily, this is probably my least favorite look, hands down. I'm going to give this look a 5, and that's me being nice. It's a 5. I feel like this would look, I don't know where this look would work, but it's just like, it's too much going on. It's way too much going on. Like, I feel like if she's going to do the head piece, the dress should be more simple. If she's going to do the earrings, like, I just don't, there's nothing about this look I like other than her shoes, and that's it. And that's the problem. But anyway, let me know what you think about this look, and let me know what you think about this review. I did try to do something a little bit different because I didn't want to talk about how I feel about the show, because I feel like y'all have heard that enough times from me. And also too, I wanted to, for once, because I feel like I've been trying to improve my content when it comes to the fashion stuff, and really giving the people who design things more credit, because I think that's very important. The reunion is a time for these designers, artists, to basically highlight their talent so that others will go to them in the future. And again, if anyone who is from that team watching this review, if I did not enunciate your name correctly, charge it to my heart. Don't charge it to my mind. Again, I'm just not the best at enunciating words, just in general. So that does conclude the review, though. Let me know what you think. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you get anything on this content. It's your girl Sharon, aka the Melanin Nostalgic Runner. And I will have the Real Housewives of Miami up next. And y'all already know I have a lot of thoughts. And y'all already know I'm Team Gertie.